practice, go over our work problems from yesterday and find out whether you need to correct your thinking or you can confirm it because you got it right. And you're going to say, yep, I did it right. I need to continue doing it like that. And if you got it wrong, you need to correct it and say, I need to change my thinking about this. So you guys should have gotten your invitation if you got 70% or more on your test. So if you got 70 or above, you have your invitation for today's lunch bunch, movie lunch bunch. Let's go ahead and look at number 1. Think, what answer did you choose? What answer did you choose? So, Rick bought 5 packs of baseball. Each pack contained 3 baseballs, which is the correct way to find how many baseballs are there in all. So first I need to understand, am I going to multiply? Am I going to divide? Am I going to add? Or am I going to divide? Samuel Pittman, come off mute and tell me, what did you decide you were going to use? Which operation did you do for this word problem?
Multiply.
You multiplied. What 2 numbers did you decide to multiply?
5 and 3.
5 and 3. So 5 packs is what's holding the baseballs. So I know that 5 packs. Oh, sorry, this is not divide. It should be subtract. Thank you. Oh, make sure you go back on mute. So 5 packs are my groups because they're the ones doing the holding. What goes inside is my size. So my size is 3 baseballs. So 5 times 3 equals 5 threes. This is my size. This equals 5 threes. So 5 threes is this: 1 3, 2 3, 3 threes, 4 3, 5 threes. Now, do we have 5 times 3 as an option? Is that A, B, C, or D? 5 times 3? Give me a thumbs up. Yes or no? Do you see 5 times 3 anywhere? No, but there's another way that you can show 5 times 3, 5 threes, which is what? Go ahead and type it on the chat. Type it to me. What answer makes the most sense? Even though we don't see 5 times 3, Nathan, add is not I want you to write A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D. Olivia, come off mute and tell me, what is an answer that is similar to 5 times 3, that is equivalent?
3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
Yeah, so 5 times 3 equals 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Thank you so much, Olivia. So my answer here would have been C. So on the chat, tell me, are you going to confirm your thinking because you got it right? Or are you going to, what did I call it in my objective? Let's see. Correct. Are you going to correct your thinking because you got it wrong? So Samuel is going to confirm it because he got it correct. So he's confirming his thinking. Diego confirmed it because he got it right. You should not be typing yes or no. You should be typing confirm because you got it right, or correct. You need to correct your thinking because you got it wrong. Good. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says, Sergio buys 6 bunches of tulips and 4 bunches of daffodils. There are 10 flowers in each bundle. So there are 6 bunches of tulips. There are 4 bunches of daffodils. On the chat, tell me, is this 1 step or 2 steps? Is this problem 1 step or 2 steps? Okay, Paula, Olivia, Dylan, Juan, a lot of you guys say 2 steps. Julie, come off mute and tell me, how many steps were there in this question? Mateo, you may not come off mute if you have.
We have to go to
Mateo, if you have a question, please type it on the chat. Julie, come off mute and tell me how many steps do we need to do?
We need to do 2 steps.
Thank you, Julie. Yes, you have to do 2 steps. What is my first step, Adrian? What is my first step, Adrian Jaimes? What is my first step to solve number 2?
Number 2. First, like there's 6 bunches of tulips in one, and in each bunch there's 10. So you can just first put 6 times 10 to know the total of how many tulips are in total.
Okay, and then what's my second step?
To do the other one, then to do the 4 times 10, then when you get the totals of both, just add them together to get the answer.
Thank you. Samuel, come off mute. What did you do after this? What did you do after? Mateo, what is going? Mateo, come off mute.
He's having a doctor appointment. I'm talking to the mother right now.
Okay, but okay. Can you also tell her that he's just like completely disrupting the class right now?
Yes,
Keep
okay.
raising his hand and going on the chat. Thank you. Samuel, come off mute. Actually, I have to unmute you. Hold on, friend. Let me find you. Samuel, what did you do? You did something with the 6 and the 4.
It says 35 bunches of tulips and 4 bunches of the other paper flowers. So I just added 6 and 4, and then there was 6 and 4 is 10, and it says there are 10 flowers in each bundle. So that gave me.
So what you did?
I saw
What's 6 plus 4?
10.
Yeah, he did 10 times 10 because he knew that one was 6 times 10 and one was 4 times 10. So he did the distributor property. He added these 2 together and they gave him 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is the same thing as 10 plus 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 10, 10 times. What is 10 times 10, Samuel?
100.
100. So if you, thank you, Samuel, you can go back on mute. So if you said that the answer was 40, you only found 4 times 10, and that was not the only step you had to find. You had 2 steps, which was to add 40 plus 60, because 6 times 10 is 60, 4 times 10 is 40, 60 plus 40 is 100, 100. All right, are you confirming or are you correcting your thinking for this? Are you confirming or correcting your thinking? Go ahead and type it on the chat. Celine is confirming, so that means she got it right. Is anybody correcting their thinking? Thank you, Montserrat, for being honest. Thank you, Layla, for being honest. Okay. Let's look at 3. What do you think of? What do you think of? Let's see. Karina Vargas, come off mute. What do you think of when you hear the word rose?
Go ahead, Karina. She also says that I think we have to unmute her. Sorry. Go ahead, Karina.
I can see the problem set is saying
So Karina, when you hear the word rose, what math model comes to your head?
Ms. Hepler, sorry, could you say it one more time?
Yep. Karina, when you hear of the word rows, there's a model that comes to your head. What is it? When you hear 3 rows of 8, 6 rows of 3, 3 rows of 9, 4 rows of 7, what comes to your mind when you hear that?
What was the strategy?
My strategy was so there was 24 students, and then there was rows in the same number of the desk. So then I made a group. I made groups made from 24.
Okay, so is 24 the total, the groups, or the size? 24 students.
24 the total or the group of the size? For the total, the groups of the size.
The total.
The total, thank you. So you were only given the total. So I can think of 3 rows of 8 as 3 times 8. What can I think of 6 rows of 3? 6 rows of 3. What's the multiplication equation I can think of, Ana Laura? 6 rows of 3. How do I write that in a multiplication equation?
6 rows of 3.
You're right. Now give it. Now how do I show that with a multiplication equation?
3 times.
Rows go first. Rows go first.
3 times. I mean 6 times 3.
Yes, 6 times 3. What about 3 rows of 9, Layla? I want everyone to write this on your paper. 3 rows of 9, Layla. Oh, hold on, Layla. I gotta mute you. Hold on, friend. Layla, how do I say 3 rows of 9 as a multiplication equation?
Repeat the question.
So 6 rows of 3 can be written as 6 times 3. How do I write 3 rows of 9? I'm trying to show 3 rows of 9 as a multiplication equation. How do I show that?
3 times 10.
3 times what?
You draw 3.
I write a 3, 3 times. So I have the rows. Now give me the size. 3 times 9. Yes, thank you.
3
Layla.
rows of 9.
3 rows of 9 is equivalent to 3 times 9. Thank you. Matthew Sanchez, how can I write 4 rows of 7? 4 rows of 7 as a multiplication equation. What number goes first? 4 rows of 7. Oops.
He may need a little help. Can we repeat the question one more time?
Yep, so look up here. 3 rows of 9 is equivalent to 3 times 9. 4 rows of 7, how do I write that? So all of these are equal. How do I write that in multiplication?
4 times 7?
Thank you. Yes, 4 times 7. Now on your paper, I want you to find the products for each one. Go ahead and find the products for each one. So everyone should be writing. Everyone should be on your paper trying to solve 3 times 8, 6 times 3, 3 times 9, 4 times 7. If you can do that on your head, just write the answers on your paper. Because I might just call you, right, Emmanuel Olivares? Right, Sephora? You are writing it on your paper. Stop trying to overtire your brain. Matthew Sanchez, you're trying to solve. Matthew Herrera, you need to get on it and you need to get to work, my friend. Justin Munoz, what is 3 times 8? I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to come up with the answer. Let's see. Jermaine, you're going to tell me what's 6 times 3. Let's see. Jordan, you're going to tell me what's 3 times 9. What's 3 times 9? And let's see. Ezekiel, you're going to tell me what is 4 times 7. So that should be enough thinking time. All right. Whoever I said was going to give me 3 times 8, right? Tell me the answer. Come off mute. What is 3 times 8? Give me the product. So who did I say was going to do 3 times 8? Probably should have written down.
I think it was Justin Munoz.
Justin Munoz, you are supposed to give me 3 times 8. Thank you, Ms. Chambers. I
You're
lost track of that.
Mhm.
Justin Munoz, come off mute and tell me what is 3 times 8. Justin Munoz, come off mute and tell me what is 3 times 8. Justin Munoz, tell me what's 3 times 8. You might need to unplug your headphones, friend. You still thinking? I'll come back to you. No worries. Go back on mute. 6 times 3. Who did I say was going to give me 6 times 3? Diego, what is 6 times 3?
24.
24. Are you guys agree with him? 6 times 3 is 24? Let's see. 6 times 3 is 6 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diego Ibarra, look at that and you count by threes and tell me if you still think it's 24.
18.
Thank you. 6 times 3 is 18. Justin, did you solve 3 times 8? Come off mute and tell me what is 3 times 8?
3 times 8 is 24.
Thank you, sir. 24. 3 rows of 9. I believe that was Matthew Sanchez. Matthew Sanchez. Was it you?
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Jordan. Jordan. My fault.
So I'm just gonna write this right.
Back on mute. Jordan. There you go, Jordan. What is 3 times 9? Can you get it closer to the screen?
What is that?
Yes. 3 times 9 is 27. Thank you, Jordan. And then 4 times 7. Who had 4 times 7? Ezekiel, come off mute. Tell me what is 4 times 7?
4 times 7 is 28.
Thank you. So, which is the only array, the only multiplication? So all of these guys, make sure you go back on mute, Ezekiel. They're all arrays. Which array is the only one that equals 24? Alexander Conchas, A, B, C, or D? Which is the only array that equals 24? Alexander Conchas.
A.
A. So my answer should have been 24, or A, 3 rows of 8 is how he said all the kids in the classroom. So his classroom looked like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 row. 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 rows. So that's how Mr. McNeil set all of the desks in the classroom. So are you confirming or are you correcting your thinking? Are you confirming or are you correcting your thinking? Wilson, make sure you're typing it. Make sure you're typing it. Luis, are you confirming or are you correcting your thinking? You should be typing it on your chat. All right, let's look at number 4. There are 56 students going on a field trip. The students are divided equally into groups of 7. They actually told you what operation you're going to do. Jamilet, what operation did they tell you you should do? I have 56 students. The students are divided equally into groups of 7. So I need a total, a group, and a size. What was I given, Jamilet?
The total,
What is my total?
24.
We're at number 4, honey. We're at number 4. I don't see a number 24 there.
56.
56 is my total. Yes, 56. Now, am I going to divide, multiply, or add or subtract?
Divide,
How did you know you were going to divide?
because they gave you the total.
Yeah, they gave us the total and they also told us divided. But anytime they give us the total, we need to divide. What else were we given, Jesus Tamayo? What else were we given, Jesus Tamayo?
The groups.
The number of groups? You sure?
Because the vans, there's
Look at
7
the question.
vans. And
They said nothing about vans. Look at the question. How many groups are there? That's what you're looking for. So what was given to you?
the size.
Yes, they were into groups of 7. That's size. So my group was 7. Or excuse me, my size is 7. What I don't know is my groups. Who has a good strategy to do this? Who has a good strategy? Hola, me Posey, what can I do? How can I solve for groups? How can I find it? Hola, me Posey, what can I do? Everyone else is thinking. Oh, honey, it's lagging really bad. Wilson, what would you do? Sounds really bad. Olivia, can you come off mute and tell me what would you do? Olivia Jones, come off mute and tell me what would you do?
I would divide 50. Divide 57 with 15. And so you put like the cost in England, and then you can like cancel, or you can skip.
Okay, so Olivia says she would use the tape diagram. So she would put on each part, she would put 7 until she got to 56. So this is 7. She put 7 in the first part. And then she's going to continue adding 7 until she gets to 56, 14, 28. Ooh, I'm stuck on here. What is next? What is 28 plus 7? Who can type it on the chat? Type it on the chat. What's the next 28 plus 7? 28 plus 7. Samuel, check your thinking. Oh, I see what you did. Yes. 28 plus 7 is 35. What's next? Oops, it's just 7. Another 7, another 7. 35 plus 7. 42. Should I stop? Should I stop? No, I'm going to stop at 56. What's 7 plus 42? What's 7 plus 42? Yes, Wilson, 49. Should I stop? Diosnel says no. Okay, I'll add another 7. What does that give me? What's 49 plus 7? 56. Yes. So now I have 56 as my total. How many groups did I have to make? The groups are the boxes. How many groups did I have to make? Sara Vega. How many groups did I have to make?
8.
Say it louder.
8.
8. I'm trying to see. We made an error somewhere. Who can find the error? What did we do wrong? We made an error. Who can find it? Who can find the error that we made? Because this does not make sense. Samuel, come off mute and tell me what is the error we made?
Oh, we didn't put the group.
Nope. Look at here. 14 plus 7 is not 28. It should be, yes, Wilson, 21. Then 28. Then 35. Then 42. Then 49. So we actually need another 7 to give us 56. So Sara Vega, you were correct. How many groups did we need to make?
8.
8 groups. So my answer would have been D. D. 56 divided by 7 gives me 8. Did you see how we caught that? If we had tried to do that in our head, we wouldn't have caught it. But because it was on paper, it didn't make sense. Something was missing, so that's why we corrected it on our model. That's why it's super important to create models. All right. Brittany makes blankets for her family. So actually, here's what I want to do. I want us to move into, we're not going to get to all of them. I want you to look at 10. What do you think the answer is? Look at the 10. The clock below shows what time Alex went to the store. What time did Alex go to the store? There was a lot of misconceptions here still. Type on the chat. What do you think should be the answer? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? A lot of you probably are going to fix your thinking. Justin, come off mute. Justin Mitchell, come off mute. Hi, Justin. Look at this hand. Is this the hour hand or the minute hand?
Hour hand,
How do you know?
because it's the short hand. The hour hand is the short hand and the minute hand is the long.
So wait a minute. Is the hour hand always the short hand?
Yes.
Always?
Yep.
Maybe sometimes it's the minutes?
Always
The shorthand is always the hour hand. Now, Justin, then if that's the hour hand, what is the name of this hand? Oh no, you froze. Come back to Justin. If that's the hour hand, then what is this?
The other hand is the minute hand.
That's right, sir. The minute hand. Thank you. Diosnel, I need the hour hand first, colon, and then the minute. What is the hour on this clock pointing to?
The hour?
Yes, the hour. What is the hour?
It's in the middle. It's between 10 and 11, but you can
But we always do what?
always go like back.
Backwards, or the smallest hour. In this case, it's what?
10.
10. Thank you.
10 hours.
Now, I'm gonna skip count by,
Oh, Papa,
Sorry,
hurry.
Heather. Justin, can you make sure you go back on mute? Thank you.
I'm gonna skip count by fives. Danielle Hernandez, come off mute. And you're gonna help me skip count by fives and then by one to find the minutes. You ready? So this is 0. We're skip counting by fives. What's next?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Should I start skip count? Should I keep skip counting by fives, Danielle?
If we're going for the hour, you should, but if we're going for the minute, you shouldn't.
Okay, so I skip count by 5. What should I skip count by now? Ones or fives?
Once,
Yeah, so 35. You tell me.
36, 37.
So we are at 10:37. Friends made the misconception and chose C because they're saying, oh, it's closer to 11, but that's not how we tell time. The time was 10:37. B. Are you confirming or are you correcting your thinking? Remember, if the hour falls between 2 hours, then you have to go to the one before.
Yes, you're muted.
So we need to understand that when an hour falls between two numbers, we have to go to the one before it. Okay. Who got it right? Show me with your hand. Yeah, I got it right. Or I got it wrong, but I'm gonna fix my thinking. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. We have no more time. So we are going to stop here. We unfortunately could not get through all of our questions, but I think you guys get the gist. You get it? The gist. You guys get the gist of how we need to perform. So even though Ms. Hepler has not